It's so funny to do. How much did we need? We needed a lot of lightning, right? 45. So 10's 30. So like, wait, 14? I'll just buy 15 real quick. Nice. Alright, there it is. So there is our stop ability. So we just gotta get this to +5 and then we can synthesize it. I'm gonna put a bunch of chill on this. Actually, you know what? First, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get this out of my fucking inventory finally. You either have to throw them away, use them, or deal with it. And it's been in my inventory for so long that I'm just gonna use it finally. We don't have any of you. I'm guessing I added Eric, which kicked Mullane out, yeah. If you do decide to get into this game, though, I'm so excited because I think, and I don't want to put pressure on you, I think you would be one of those people who would actually be interested in trying to get one of the biggest fish possible. Because in 22 years of this game's existence, there is only, I think, 4 of the fish that have ever been caught over the 170 centimeter mark. Or is it 5? It might be 5 now. But it's just one of those things that, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's actually that rare or if just so few people have tried to do it that it's like, it's not actually rare, and we'll find out later it's not. But I don't know. It feels like shiny hunting. It feels like the ultimate fish in this game are as rare as shiny Pokemon. And it's, oh, so much fun to catch them. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, though. Oh, I can put that on here. Yeah, we could do that. That's a thing. Let's get out of here, though. Let's go dungeoning. That's the draw to this game, though. Like, you can grind your heart out in the dungeons. You can go fishing all day. There's golf mini games. There's multiple variations. There's a golf mini game at the end of every level, and then when you beat the game, there's an actual golf mini game to play. There's 17 or 18. I think there's 18 species of fish. Hold on. Priscline, Bobo, Gobbler, Nonky, Baku Baku, Kaji, Hama Hama, Mardan, Baron, Neji, Gila, Gummy, Nyler, Bon, Piccoli. There should be a few more. Am I forgetting some? Oh, Umadakara. Din. So I think there's 17. So you can catch all these different fish. There's different areas. There's 2 different fishing rods. It's crazy. This game's crazy for coming out in 2002. There's 8 different chapters, all have a different dungeon, except for chapter 6. Chapter 6 is technically what I'm in right now. It's just an extension of the earlier chapters. Chapter 6 is kind of the worst one. I will say that. It's not even bad. It's just... there's something off about it. But again, what you are seeing is not normal gameplay. I am screwing with the game hard. I am technically doing a New Game Plus glitched run. Oh, I was telling you about this in, I think, your stream. Or did I show you in the last stream that you stopped by? But all those inventions that sounded useless, when you're in New Game Plus, which... wait, how do I do this? I go to max, open, there. When you're in New Game Plus, you can take this photo album, load your pictures, and then transfer these pictures into your new save files. And then you take those pictures and you invent stuff that's super broken for your current playthrough. And that's how I have a lot of these broken weapons. And that's why I'm so strong, so powerful. It's also why I'm dressed like a clown and a cat girl. Oh wait, why did I do that? Wrong weapon. Whoops. Actually, you know what? I'm not even sad. That was perfect. Okay, yeah, because I remember the first time I talked about it, I complained about it so much that it was just like, oh yeah, they seem useless. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't make it just seem completely useless. Dang, I still can't get over the fact that you caught the 2 X and Y starters that fast. Does X and Y have lower? Is it 4,000? That's Gen 8, isn't it? Where they changed the rates? Did you just straight up, like, full odds those? Because no offense, I'm a firm believer that switching hunts does not switch your count. I know that's controversial, but I'm a firm believer that your odds are across the board. I know that's... I've never said that out loud because I know it's gonna get me shit. Okay. But I am a firm... Oh, it really... Ah, oh, dang. So my first shiny wasn't even like a full odds one. Oh my god, so wait. My first full odds shiny was my COVID John Stone, was COVID even a thing yet? When I could actually... When did he release that video? Where's my phone at? Oh god. I'm doing the phone panic. Oh god. Oh, there it is. It was directly behind me. It is so oh, is it? Okay, that's cool. I literally downloaded Pokemon Virtual Crystal after watching his video, but and I don't want to be a jackass, but I swear to God, in the video he says you are like you can get a shiny Ghastly. I'm not gonna rewatch it because it just makes me so mad. But like, and I knew better, dude. 5 years. Does it say when he uploaded it? April 11th. So no, COVID had not happened. That's crazy to even think back on. I'm so lucky that I got into Professor Oak challenges, man. That kept my sanity. Okay, so like a shiny charm or like chain fishing or a Dex Nav or something like that. Okay, understandable. So okay, so is that I can kind of see, I've seen this argument before. So is that why horde battles are kind of controversial, because you're hunting 5 at once, but each one is full odds? Because to me, I don't feel like it's a legitimate shiny, but I can see the argument now because each one is rolled at full odds. There's nothing changing the odds of each Pokemon, but the way I see it is your odds of a shiny Pokemon is increased. Okay, I'm seeing both sides now. I was on the side that it didn't count, but I see it now. Yeah, I finally see it. As I was saying it right there, I finally see it. Because I always thought the hordes just didn't count because it's like, damn, man, like 5 at once, but that kind of makes me feel better about my first shiny. Makes me sad that it doesn't exist anymore. It was a bashful Wishmer. I can remember the nature and everything. I have 3 DSs that are just dead. They're cooked. It was my own fault. I left them outside in a storage pod that's not insulated in the summer heat, and it just cooked them alive. I totally forgot they were. I thought they were somewhere else. We had just moved. I thought, and anybody who's ever moved homes knows what I mean. I thought they were somewhere else. I finally had settled into the new house, went to look for my Game Boys, realized I couldn't find them, and yeah, it was just like they'd spent 2 months, 3 months sitting out in the desert sun, and they just cooked them. Thankfully, I had my 3DS on me the whole time, but my DSs and my Game Boy games and stuff like that, they cooked. They just fucking cooked. Which shouldn't have ruined them, but yeah, it did. They did. Only one of them survived, and the bottom screen is so gone that it's bad. I can actually hunt on it. I've done some hunts on it, but the scary thing is you can't see the bottom screen. So saving and stuff like that is completely done by looking at other people's menus and doing it online. Oh, yeah. And I mean, yeah, it's the desert, so they easily got to 120 plus in the middle of summer. Should I eat the chest? I like collecting the chestnuts. But I still have them. I don't know if they're ever fixable in the condition that they're in, but they're my original game, so I'd like to keep them. Even if I just clean them up and display them one day. Well, the crystal's kind of controversial. I bought it when I was 17. It wasn't my original... God, I got stuck on the rock. It wasn't the copy I bought when I was or not bought, when I got when I was a kid. But I had a girlfriend in high school, and I went and bought us both. This is such a crazy story. Oh, dude, this makes my stomach sink. Oh, I could throw up. I went and bought my girlfriend and I copies of Crystal and SPs, and it was the crystals were $20 a piece. I remember that. I remember being upset that they were so expensive. And I got the SPs for I don't know, man, probably 30 bucks a piece too, at this local game store. In Delaware County, baby. It's on the main drag of Delaware County. I can't remember what the name of it was, but I used to shop there all the time. But I only have the crystal from then. I remember buying all that and just it was a big deal. Just a little lore about my life. But she had never played like a Pokemon game or anything like that. She had played other games, but she had never played like a Pokemon game. So it was a big deal that she was finally playing one. And on my high school budget, I went out and bought all that so she could play it. And we would meet at like Chipotle and talk about like what we had caught and stuff. And it would like, it was so weird to like do at first, but looking back on it, it was actually kind of fun. Like when we got to Sapphire and stuff like that, the entire like Chipotle was staring at us because we were all laughing because she was so excited to tell us how she beat the boss Kyogre and how she killed it, and like it took everything she had to kill it. And then like we all went silent and we're like, wait, what do you mean you didn't catch it? And there's just like this moment where she was just like, no, I killed the boss. And we were all just like, no, 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 no. What do you mean? And it was just like so funny where we were all laughing about how she kept calling it Kyogre or something like that. And then all of a sudden we were like, wait, no, what do you mean? You didn't actually kill it, right? But that's a little lore of my life, but I lost the SPs in college. I had a bit of a party house. Oh, Monica's dead, that's right. And not that things would go missing, but like we would have huge parties, and you know something would disappear. And it's just part of having a big party and like showing something off, and it's gone by the end of the night. It just happens. Not that people are bad, but you put enough booze in people and somebody excitedly wants to look at something and they walk off with it. Dude, not that I've ever done that, but I've done it myself where like I've had a really good night and it's just like I've spent the next day looking for something and it's just like, has it been in my pocket this whole time? Am I crazy? It's like the classic sunglasses situation. Have you seen my sunglasses? Have you seen my sunglasses? Somebody took my sunglasses. But, oh my god. And this is like the exact opposite. I'm just thinking about like my past. I found somebody's medication one time that had just fallen out of their pocket at our house. I just remember looking on the ground and being like, that's not right. That's a prescription bottle. And picked it up and was just like, I'm uncomfortable. These are prescription, is somebody doing prescription meds? And like, I like talked to the roommates about it and they were all like, oh, this is, okay, like who's killing the vibe real quick? And like, I remember I went to ask somebody else because it was just like, we had invited some people out of town and it was just like, I wanted to ask the person we invited. And they were like, dude, that's my brother's. And like, they got their brother and he was just like, what's up? And I showed it to him and just the look on his face and it was just like, oh yeah. Did you lose your life-saving medication by any chance? It's like, pocket check, everyone. Do you have your life-saving meds? It's like, it's better than the situation where it's just like, do you have your inhaler? No, I never need it. But, oh my god. Fun times. Not really, but, you know, you live. Because, you know, you're not the one with the life-saving meds, but... Okay, I haven't used any of these, bro. I don't think I'm going to right now, but I want to get this stuff moved up real quick. And somewhat organized. Actually, you know what? Oh no, I won't sell it. I'll use it. Oh, got it. Oh man, that makes me sad. Shouldn't have thought about that. All of those old Pokemon games, my SPs. I think the only other thing I'm missing is a copy of Soul Silver. But 2 SPs, a Crystal, and a Soul Silver are what I'm missing from school. I made it out with everything else though. one of my roommates is missing so many cards, though. I haven't spoken to them in years, so, like, I don't know if they ever got them back from somebody or if they're just gone forever, but... Ugh. Another friend was missing a single deck that was very valuable to them, but... I'm probably missing cards, but... all of the important ones are in my collection, so that's what matters, but... I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it. It was fun having, like, I don't know, 10, 15 people was, like, not an exaggeration, but, like, 20, 30 people, I would say would be the max we ever had. There were some times where, like, there was just standing room only, and people were hanging out on our porches and stuff like that. It was cool. We only got one noise complaint ever. Which was not cool, but I won't get into that story because you can't really tell the story without doxing the person, which is... it's a good one, but that is interesting. You can't even tell the story. But that was all actually later, which is wild. That was all later in school. And you're like, wow, no wonder he failed his first 2 semesters. And that was actually my first 2 semesters. That was later in school that I lived in that house. But that's also because I lived with like 4 people? 3 people? No, we lived with... there was 4 people in the house, so we each had 3 roommates. Oh my god! Choking over here on my own saliva. Disgusting. I'm a freak. I apologize. We each had 3 roommates in that situation, but there was another piece attached to the house, so we had a housemate. So there was 4, but they didn't live in the house. But oh my gosh, it made life so much easier to have, again, 3 housemates who went to the same classes in the same school at the same time. It was just so easy. Life was balanced. Oh wait, we don't have Mullane, do we? We don't. Oh god, I'm screwing up. That sucks. Doesn't matter that much. But I do pride myself on my min-maxing. Oh, you're gonna hit me, aren't you? Yep, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Oh wait, he's dead. We're good. After my bonus splurging, I now have 4 sapphires, 3 rubies, 4 emeralds, 4 leaf greens, 5 fire reds. I plan to get 2 more Game Boy players, so my biggest regret right now is that I passed on that Japanese... I think I told you about this. I passed on a Japanese emerald for $75, and then the next day I learned about the Mew being on it, and I went back and it was sold. Oh my gosh. I'm still bitter about it. I remember seeing it and being like, oh wow, Japanese emerald is half the price of English. I should get that. But then I was like, well, I'd have to get a Game Boy, and I don't have, no, I'm good. And then I went home and learned about the Mew on Faraway Island, and I drove back the next day, and it was gone, and it was just like, no, no. But I need to replay Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've never beaten them. I hated those games growing up. And all I remember was that I hated the Pokedex, and I hated the islands. And I don't know why. Everybody I talk to says they love those games. But for some reason, they were some of the only games I just didn't get. The only other ones were Black 2 and White 2. Or Black and White and Black 2 and White 2. I skipped those, but... Oh, wow. Oh! I can't believe I actually survived that. See, yeah, I'd have to replay them to see what my deal was, but I just remember not liking those games whatsoever. But Ruby and Sapphire were, like, my favorite games growing up. Which is funny that, like, Crystal's my favorite now. Because of how much I played Ruby and Sapphire growing up. I didn't play Emerald very much. But... I would go to school, reset my game of Ruby, and try to beat it by the end of the day. Oh, dude, just Blaziken, catch yourself a Wingull, get a Zigzagoon, you're set, you're cruising. And then all you need to do is catch a Sharpedo before Moss Deep City, and game beaten. It's game over. Literally, it's over. Oh, that's the good one, yeah. Pokemon games are weird. I don't know if I've been tricked into thinking they hold value, or if they actually do hold value, but like, I don't know. For some reason, in my brain, $30 is a fair price for a Pokemon game. But like, I would never think that about another game the size of Pokemon, but for some reason I do about Pokemon. I don't know. Is that nostalgia? Because I just recently got a game called Necropolis on sale because full price, it's $40. Or it's like 34 or something like that. It's not worth it. It's a bigger game than Pokemon. Well, that's arguable. Anyways, there was no way I was paying that. But if Pokemon popped up on Steam tomorrow for $40, I'd pay it in a heartbeat. And I don't know if that's... Because again, Gen 2 is so broken. There's so many problems with it, but I'd pay for it. I wouldn't even care. But man, like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I don't know if I'll ever get copies of those again. And that kind of does make me sad. Those games are just ridiculous. And again, I don't know if I'm conditioned by Nintendo, but like those are good games. But actually, I think the answer to my question will be if they ever get remakes, is if the old ones will drop in price. Because if those games got remakes on modern consoles, and you could get the modern console and the remake for less, I could see that tanking the retro market. Because who wants an old console that you're going to have to learn how to repair? Or either jailbreak and then get the game for free anyways. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Nintendo wouldn't have any care in the third-party market, though. Or the secondary market. It's just so weird why they don't remake those games. I'm still a firm believer it's that they released them for too cheap on the 3DS shop. and they're waiting until people forget about it, which nobody's going to forget about it. But they're trying to wait till people forget about it so they can re-release them for more money. $10 is a steal. Oh my god, so I don't normally talk about stuff like that just because I'm too stupid, but like, I've been seeing a little bit about it, and that's like wild. I don't even know what to say about that. So if you want to go off, go off. But I don't know anything to really talk about it. I've just been seeing stuff around Reddit, and it's kind of crazy. Kind of startling. The only things I've really seen, and that, I mean, like, scare me, are basically that every bank is trying to become useless so that people just stop showing up, and they can close down every branch and possibly save money by closing every physical location everywhere across the country by, again, making banks basically useless. Oh, Pokemon Bank. Never mind. I was talking about real banks. The scary reality of real banking. Oh, Pokemon Bank. I either lost a bunch of Pokemon that I thought were on Pokemon Bank, or the person I sold my games to, I don't want to say robbed me, because hopefully they still have the shiny Pokemon, but I left them all on Pokemon Bank, which is a massive bummer. But I hopped back on Pokemon Bank not too long ago because I read about how, like, they gave you one last chance to look at your Pokemon, and I hopped on there, and it was literally just a bunch of Froakies that I had bred for shiny purposes, and it was like, well, there's nothing in here. It was so sad. Ooh, a Falcon. We don't even have Speeda yet, that's funny. As long as I've got my Pokemon games. No, as much as I love Pokemon, I would need my Dragon Quest VIII and Dragon Quest IX. Oh, those are such good games. If you ever need something else to play on the 3DS that, like, is just as good as Pokemon, Dragon Quest VIII. One of the greatest games I've ever played is Dragon Quest VIII on the 3DS. Oh, so good. So good. Especially if you have access to an action replay. Oh my gosh, one of the greatest games ever if you have access to an action replay. Oh my gosh. The challenge runs you can do. What do I want to kill these guys with? I hate wasting experience in this dungeon because it's all really good. You know what? We'll just do this. What am I swapping to? Nothing. These are exactly what I want. Oh, he was gonna get me. Oh wait, hold on. I am making a massive mistake right now. Yep, 12 points. Perfect. Okay, so I can break that down and put that on this. So it has exorcism. It doesn't need that. It needs flame and lightning. Oh, we do have that. Do I have any lightning? Did I buy more? I did. Good. So this is pretty much what this game is. You run dungeons, and again, they're all slightly different, but as you can tell, the same. So like, oh wait, 11 points. It's really cool. It's a cool concept. But this, you're looking at in-game content. I am grinding up the best weapons, not the best weapons, but some of the best weapons in the game, so that I can progress further, be stronger. Right now, I'm breaking down this ruler sword because it has the ability ABS up on it, and I'm going to put it on my hammer so that my hammer now has that ability. And then I can use this and switch train all of my wrenches so that my wrenches are stronger, faster. But we also just finished this. Oh, that needs a lot of stats. So I was resetting all my X and Y games last week. I was logging into the bank and first closed. Now my bank wants to. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, that's. I never would have thought of that. That's crazy. Dang. That sucks. I'm sorry. Wow. Oh, god damn it. My cat just... That is the sound of the cabinets opening. Who is it? It's gonna be Jiraiya. I know it is. It was June and Jiraiya getting into the cabinet. Gosh dang cats. What are we doing? I'd hate to do Cyclone, so let's just do Beast again. Beast for 3, please. Oh. And another one, baby. Yes! So I'm missing, I think it's just these two, right? No, we put Absorb on it, so I already have. We just need Poison, right? Is that... I have to Google it. I forgot Stop already, so I'm kind of embarrassed. Let me Google it real quick. Bump, 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 bump. Sorry, I was closing out Windows. Dark, Cloud, 2, Attributes. Weapon attributes? Is that what I want? No, probably not. Dark Cloud 2. Let's just do coins. That's easier. Alright, so yeah, we have absorption, we have steel, we have critical, indestructible. Yeah, we're good. Holy crap. We just need one more. I may one day, I don't know, because I haven't actually played it that much. I was going to say I may one day actually want to move all my Pokemon to Ultra Sun. Just because it's the most modern game and it has all the stuff in it and like whatnot. But there's a lot of 3D sprites that I just like don't enjoy. It would be cool if I could move everything to a copy of Black 2 or White 2, but I don't know how doable that is. Although, like, Shiny Haunter and stuff doesn't even look good in that generation, so, like, meh. Oh. Haunter in Gen 2 is just peak. It's hard to argue. It's so good. Alright, we're almost done. It's kind of crazy. We almost have not a max weapon, but a nearly max weapon. It'll have all the abilities on it. Gengar was just straight up robbed. Like, I love Gengar, but my boy is like not keeping up. Not that Alakazam's doing much better, but like they took away Levitate. Like Gengar's struggling everywhere. The timing on that is so crazy that he missed my whole attack. Wow. I really don't want to do this whole dungeon, but the fact that I have this armband and it's so powerful, I'm gonna do it. I was just gonna check the items and leave, but now I'm remembering that I have too much money to do that. Hidden technique. Hollow purple. It is nice to just level this thing up. This is what in-game looks like in this. Oh, Jesus, there was something behind me. Oh, he was over there. I tell you what, though, that's my hunt. If I ever get into Gen 1 hunting, I am hunting down the level 14 Machoke, and then I'm using the level 14 Machoke to get myself a level 14 Haunter that knows Explosion. Whether I get a Gengar or not, I don't know. Gengar is cool, but I just love Haunter. My favorite fake mon that I've ever come up with in my life was a Haunter that you trade with download, and it becomes like the Matrix numbers where it's like all green ones and zeros, and it becomes Ghost Normal. It just looks like a normal Haunter though, but like glitched out. You could probably give it 3 hands or something crazy. My other proudest, the design was terrible, and it was a rock grass type, which is also terrible, but I also designed a chameleon Pokemon a long time ago before Kecleon was a thing, but Kecleon's way better than what I came up with. I designed an entire region one time as a kid. I came up with Defog. I remember being so proud when Gen 4 came out, and I just remember being like, Now, my design was that you could surf on this, like, super long strip of water in a cave, and it led to a dragon-type gym. But again, I was working off, like, Gen 2 stuff. I was crazy into designing stuff like that as a kid, but I gave up at some point. I don't know what happened. Probably took it to school and got bullied. Learned my lesson. No, I'm kidding. That's terrible, but probably true. Alright, so let's try that again and not die on the very first enemy. That was embarrassing. Wow. That is embarrassing. I died on the very first enemy. Oops. My apologies. Gen 2 Alakazam is a menace, though. Oh, wait, we're playing as Max. Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Psychic. He has no right doing that. Oh, I do have a hunt that, like, I haven't really wanted to do, but since I've started talking to you, Wasting, I really do want to do, because it was, I think it was your first guess when you were trying to guess what my current hunt was. But I could potentially hunt a shiny blue Nidorino where the Chansey is, which would give me a chance at shiny Chansey, which would be super cool. Yeah, it would be. It'd be super cool. Wow, I just realized that's another hunt that... Oh, wait, can you get shiny trade Pokemon? Did I miss out on shiny Aerodactyl? I didn't even think about that. I guess I would have to breed that one. Nope. Okay, well, I guess I would have to breed a shiny Aerodactyl. I might actually look into that. I wonder what egg group Aerodactyl's in. That's two changes that'd be so easy to make to, like, another rendition of Crystal that would just make it next level. Like, add the fossil Pokemon in. Oh my gosh, can you imagine an ultimate version of Crystal? Where, like, you add in all the features of, like, Yellow with the fossil Pokemon, and then, like, the starters. Oh! Damn it! I totally thought I blocked that. Now, if you're wondering why I'm dying so much, it's because I haven't used any health upgrades, and I am again in chapter 6, but story-wise, I'm only in chapter 2, so no health upgrades, and I'm in one of the last chapters in the game. I've heard of that, but I've never I think that's the one I was trying to think of the other day, that when I said Pokemon Sea Glass. I think that's the Crystal ROM I was trying to tell you about, is Crystal Clear. Is that the one that's like still being updated today? Because I never found the name of it. And that might be it. All I know is they're still like working on it as of this year. And if Crystal Clear is one they're still working on, I'd bet that's it. I am gonna do some Pokemon streams at some point in the coming weeks. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I literally every so often one gets posted on like the main page of, or not posted, but makes it to the main page of Reddit because it's so popular. And I always say like, I'm gonna play this one, but I never do. But after my last playthrough of, and again, this, I feel kind of lame about it saying it now, but after my last Abstract Ironmon, I want to do it again. It was so much fun to get to the third gym with that Feraligatr. And my rules aren't much different than the Kaizo Ironmon. It's just, I made the game a little bit harder so that you can pick your starter, because I don't like the whole random starter thing. I was watching, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? Captain Kidd? Is that the Pokemon player, Captain Kidd? I think it's Captain Kidd. That sounds right. Oh wait, Max is dead. What am I doing? Is it Captain Kidd? I feel weird saying that name multiple times and not being right about it. But he put out a video, and it was one of those times where, like, Pokemon Kaizo. Is this it? Yeah, Captain Kidd, exposing Pokemon's hardest challenge, Kaizo Ironmon. He released that video after I started doing my versions of them, and at one point in his video, he talks about how, like, that's one of the parts that just artificially inflates how many attempts you have to do, and it just made me feel so validated, and that I decided to add a little extra challenge just so I could pick my starters and, like, meet in the middle, and, like, I'm having fun almost every single attempt. You know, sometimes you just get a terrible setup and you're just like, oh, this isn't gonna work. But, like, it's still hard. I'm not making it past the third gym. But again, being able to pick your Pokemon just, oh, it's so much more fun. And I don't even really care, like, if I do beat it one day when people are just like, well, you picked a Pokemon with 600 base stat total. You can't use Metagross. I don't care. That's why I literally came up with a name for it, so that when I finish it, I can say that I did my own version of it, and, like, nobody can say anything, but it's mostly me that would feel bad about it. But if anybody's interested, I have the rules written in my About Me on my Twitch. I have them written in the order that you put them in for the Universal Randomizer, so if you get a hold of all that stuff, I actually have no idea how to do it anymore. Somebody helped me do it the first time, and the second time, and the third time. Every time I've ever gotten it over the last, like, 10 years, somebody's helped me do it. So I sadly cannot help you do it. But if you do get it, I have everything in the order that you plug it into, so you can do exactly my challenge. It's so much fun, man. So much fun. It's so addicting. And again, the major difference is the fact that it's not just pure game. Because again, I thought that was so stupid when I saw the Ironmon challenge, where it's just like, you have to pick one starter and stick with it. And, like, what I mean is, like, when you pick your starter, and it's just like, okay, that's cool and all, but, like, when you're picking Squirtle and your rival has freaking Rayquaza, it's like, it's not even worth your time. Like, you're gonna have to gamble again, so you might as well just get back to gambling rather than wasting the time you could spend gambling fighting a Rayquaza. So, I changed some of the rules. I made it just a little bit easier, but not so much easier that you could ever notice. I mean, you can notice, and then the game smacks you in the face. I think I was like level 34 at the 3rd gym or something like that. It was pretty good. It's a good challenge. I did not take away all the fight. I should save. Although I will say the only problem with my challenge run is that I don't have all the cool fancy stuff that comes with doing the modern, like, ROMs that people do. I am very jealous of all that cool stuff where they can, like, skip the intro cutscene and just get right to it and whatnot. I don't know how to do all that. I wish I did. Oh, another thing, I allow all TMs in my run, but you put them to preferred type only, which, well, that wasn't what I wanted, actually. And what that does is it makes it so that all of the TMs that are the same type as your Pokemon have a 95% chance to be learnable. And then all Pokemon that are different types have a 25% chance to learn the TM. And then all normal type TMs are just a straight out 50%. And I think that's the best. Again, I love the idea of the Kaizo Ironmon. I just don't love the idea that it's like, it takes 12,000 attempts. And it's like, well, not really. And you can technically cheese it even further, but there's like an entire scroll, like, bar where you can go from 0 to 100% for preferred, preferred percent of good damaging moves, which basically removes all the bad TMs from the pool. And that's how my last Feraligatr just lost. Was out of the 10 TMs I came across, only 2 of them were good, and he couldn't learn either of them. But if he could have, it would have been an insane run, and I likely wouldn't have lost. But it made me realize that if I just keep picking good Pokemon that are my favorites, after a few hundred attempts, I should get it. Not a few thousand, but a few hundred. And I'm fine with a few hundred. A few hundred's fun. I think a few hundred's a perfect amount for a challenge like that. Thousands? No. And that's kind of one of my problems with shiny hunting, is like, it is just straight up gambling. But God, is it fun. Ooh. Well, actually, you have 4 shinies, so you're just a ooh. Actually, that is an oof, isn't it? What happened? Oh my God. Is it who am I forgetting? I thought it was... Oh, wait, it is 4 Geodudes and a Zubat, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I was... Okay, yeah, might be. That's my bad. No! That's so crazy that I feel like I'm bad luck. Did you get two shinies with me there the first time, or did you get two of them and then the last one with have I been bad luck? Am I the bad luck? Yeah, do what you need to. You know what we haven't even talked about? What if you get a Dunsparce and a Teddiursa shiny at the same time? That'd be sick. That would be so wild, especially if it was on one of your weekend streams, because you'd just be like, done, sports, sports, and then like all of a sudden it'd be like, plink, in the top left corner as the Teddiursa sparkles. Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. Oh my gosh. What would be, I mean, like, that'd be crazy. But, like, truthfully, with 21 consoles, what are you doing? 4 horde battles? So, I mean, like, that's possible. Honestly, when you think about it like that, if you're technically doing 4 horde battles at a time, that's not impossible. Double shiny horde battles do have, and you get to catch both. That's honestly best case scenario. Wow. You should hunt in like groups of horde numbers. That's like, okay. I'm seeing it. See, that's crazy. It makes me so sad that when I went to do the Professor Oak challenge for Crystal, I freaking got the 30% Rattata. Although I will say, I never even thought about it this way. I guess phasing on like my first ever Gen 2 hunt kind of did motivate me to like really go at it. Because I wanted my Ghastly. And then again, so like Sprout Tower isn't even the most efficient place to grind. So I went to go grind on Unknown because I had a Pokemon that would, you know, just be a little bit better to grind there. And I got Shiny Unknown, and I just remember thinking like, fuck it, goddamn fucking Shiny. Like, I'm going back. And that's when I locked in. I was like, I'm getting Shiny Ghastly. I actually don't have those Shinies anymore. I reset over them. Which is kind of crazy to say out loud, but I didn't have anywhere to trade them. I had to go buy another DS. And then buy the games, and I didn't have the money to do that. Oh, what am I doing? I'm losing my mind. I have so many weapons that I'm working on right now. My brain's like split. And then again, it was an Unknown and a Rattata. So like, as sad as it makes me that I lost those shinies, I wasn't gonna do anything with them. The Unknown was the color blue that I wanted, the crystal blue. So I could have bothered with him, but I don't think he was going to make it on the team in the end. He could have been a filler. Ooh, that's the best coin in the game. Actually, wow, that's crazy that I got it now, because I just built up one of those swords. That's... wow. I just built up one of those swords, so I don't need this coin. That's ridiculous. That's one of the best coins in the game. There's 2 coins in the game that are that valuable. There's the experience up coin, and then there's the money up coin. The experience up coin is definitely better than the money one, but I'd say the money one's just as rare. Oh shit, that sucks. Oh, that's bad. Nope, I'm dead. Oh, he didn't attack. I genuinely, when I was younger, I thought shiny Pokemon were just like something you had to cheat in. I didn't actually think it was possible to get them. In my defense, I had a friend who owned an Action Replay, and he would use like shiny only cheats and stuff like that. So, like, I just literally had never seen a shiny in my whole life, and I'd seen somebody who had spawned them in constantly, and I was just kind of like, oh yeah, it's kind of one of those things that's hidden in the game, cool. And then, crazily enough, I had a friend in high school who grinded out a shiny Charmander and Fire Red Leaf Green. And to this day, I remember just telling him, like, oh yeah, that's cool. And, like, I remember the look on his face being like, what the fuck do you mean? Like... And, like, looking back at it, I feel so bad, because I know he worked super fucking hard to get it. And I was just like, yeah, that's neat. But, like, in my mind, I was just like, oh, yeah, you have a fucking Action Replay. That's cool. Oh my gosh. It'd be one of those things from like the I didn't mean to kill him. I forgot I had already injured him. From like the Amazing World of Gumball, where like they're trying to do something like that, and then like the director of the game pops on the phone and goes, "Shiny, go." And all of a sudden, like, Darwin and Gumball look at their game and the fucking shiny Pokemon appears. Could you imagine if Miyamoto just answered the phone for Nintendo for you and goes, here's your shiny, and then all of a sudden your game just fucking lit up with your shiny Dunsparce? It's like, wait, no. Fix my bank! I was calling about my bank! We got that done. We got one of these done. Can I do anything with this right now? Ooh, nice. Cooking. Let's get out of here first. Let me save. Oh, big stretch. Oh. I might not be able to play all day. My back is tight. Tight, tight, tight. I'm gonna need to get up and move around most likely today. That's crazy to think about. I'm not even close with my Weezing. I would have to say my Rattata and Unknown were both probably under odds. But, like, again, I was doing the Professor Oak challenge, so it's not like I wasn't grinding my mind out. But I've not shiny hunted that many Pokemon. My Eevee took me a couple months, but that felt pretty quick. That one might have been a couple thousand. But again, for a single console hunt, that one was actually pretty cool because you just had to check the gender. So, like, you would name it, and I was always going to name it. And then if it was a female, you just instantly reset. And if it was a male, you would take it into the inventory. And you didn't actually have to look at it because then you just had to look at the HP. It was 50 or 52. Or not 50 or 52. 55 or 52. And, dude, I got the 55 one. I was so pumped. I was sitting at the laundromat waiting for my fucking laundry to finish up. Oh, I just wasted a bunch of bombs, I think. No, I wasted one bomb. It still sucks, but... Oh, dude, it was so hype. I distinctly remember thinking, like, should I start looking at every Eevee? What if this isn't true? What if it's not true that, like, they actually do have these health values? Oh, dude, what if I'm missing shiny Eevees? And it happened. I checked one of the 55s, and he had it, and it was just like, bro, yes. And I got all my shiny Eevee evolutions. And again, I only like Espeon. I know a lot of people don't like the greens, but Espeon is beautiful. Same with Vaporeon's really cool too. It's a weird purple. There's not many other shinies with that color of purple, I think. You got me wanting a Dunsparce because I like that color of pink. Dunsparce, Celebi, Butterfree, Ampharos. I'm sure there's a couple other good ones. Typhlosion, Lugia, Jumpluff, Crobat. There's some good pink Pokemon. I wish Rhyhorn and Rhydon were pink to reference the anime. And also because Rhydon sucks. I don't like Rhydon Sprite. Maybe I'm alone in that, but I don't. Alright, so we got 81 in that. I could honestly just put Chillin on it. Chill and Exorcism. Can I get away with that? Chill and Scale look best. I'll split Chill, Scale, and Flame. That's what I'll do. We got 27 points. I need more Chill then. I guess I should just do Flame. I didn't realize that. I don't have any Flame. Alright, a little bit of flame. Chills up. How much more chill do I have? 8. Three more. Let's just do... $299. I think that's actually like perfect. Well, 300 is gonna be max, but that's funny. That's no wasted stats then. Might even use these, because these just give straight up attack points. And they're kind of useless most of the time, but I don't know, we'll have to see. You get way more attack from using weapons, but again, they're useless most of the time. So putting 11 on this might not be. This thing's got this thing's gotta be brutal, bro. Do I have any indicators of what chapter I'm in? Oh, and I saved over all my pictures of like pre with my medals. I did. That's too bad. Wow, that's crazy. I am kind of just going for weapons that don't have any stats on them, am I? Oh, that's right. I'll have to use certain weapons that don't have any stats on them to raise my attack. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about this. This is gonna get tricky. Okay. I forgot all about this. Well, that's it. That's a finished weapon. We have a finished weapon in Chapter 2. I don't feel like doing any more. That is every ability you can have on a weapon. It's not max stats. I could get it to max stats. It would just take a while. But the reason I don't want to do that is because I'm only in Chapter 2. So as I even just get through the game, I'm going to waste a bunch of stats on this thing. So if I just don't max it out right now, if I just wait a little bit, I can technically max it out here in a little bit as I progress, which I think is the better option. I'm gonna twist my braid around my neck a little bit. Who should I add? Let's go get Corrine, I guess. We're progressing. It's time to go. This is crazy. How much bread do I have since we're about to do a boss fight? 11 pieces. You know what? Let's go get some bread. I know she's over here. We're about to do a boss fight. We don't really need anybody on our party, so let's just add her and then we'll go. Alright, so I'm about to do something that seems really, really stupid. But it's not. You're like, why would you buy a barrel cannon level 1? And it's because they're broken. There's actually like a mechanic in this game that's just straight up broken. And I'm going to put that on full display here in a moment. Oh, dude, I shouldn't have saved over that. I wanted to get a picture of my 40 medals with where I was in the game, but, you know. Meh. But as always, thank you everyone for being here, for hanging out. Oh, wait, what am I doing? That's not the right thing. Welcome to this world first playthrough. All the world firsts have already been done, though. We're just kind of reaping the rewards. Reaping? Yeah, that's the right word, I think. And again, I don't know, but I believe it is the first ever Chapter 2 name change ticket. I'm so proud of this, man. It doesn't sound like it, but it's because I got so angry yesterday that I had to give up and I couldn't finish the challenge. But like, looking at it and how much I've screwed up today and I've just been messing around, I could have had this done yesterday, but I was so tilted. But we got it today. We have it. It's done. You can officially get an ultimate weapon in Chapter 2. Now, Chapter 1, impossible. I don't think we'll ever figure out a way, unless you figure out just a straight up way to open the debug menu, which has been done. But, like, I mean, at that point, it's just not worth it. You might as well just spawn whatever you want with the debug menu. But this was perfect, man. Would I do this again? Probably. Will I do it again? No.
I've been getting a lot of sun drops lately. Got so many they're coming out my ears. Take some from me, would ya?
I will. Oh, I forgot this is Chapter 1. I was just like, that was no experience at all. What the fudge? Is it all ground type enemies in this floor? Oh, heck yeah, bro. You know what? Let's get to Chapter 4, and I think I'm going to take a big break from, like, playing this game in the normal sense. I know, I always end up doing this. But I think I'm going to get POW and do some speed running of levels. I'd like to set some serious level records, and then I'll get back to the grind. But I think that's going to be my big focus for now, because that's something I've never focused on, was setting individual level records. But, like, after farming one yesterday, I see that, like, you not only need the skill to get the fastest time, but you need the luck. It's like mini speedrunning, and it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to help me get over my anxiety from actual speedrunning. Maybe it won't, but it's going to be fun. I really want to get out of here, though, without losing all my money, so I have to kill everybody. Oh, there's the key. I guess I could just leave. Probably kill everybody first, though. Is that it? Nope. Still haven't even found the exit, so if I find the exit or the last guy, we're out of here. It's got to be close. I mean, literally, they have to be touching each other. Where's the exit and where's the last guy? Is this the exit? Nope, not the exit. Damn. Is that a big map? There we go. Oh shit, that's the one I hold the record on. That's crazy. Oh, big stretch. That's crazy. All right, so this boss fight has a really weird mechanic that, like, it just straight up punishes you for playing the game as the players. It wants you to use the ride pod, which is crazy because, as you'll see here in a minute, the ride pod is even better than the characters in this situation. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm explaining a boss fight in a game you haven't played, so all you have to do is listen in this moment. But essentially, it's like the developers want you to use the most broken way to beat the boss. And it's kind of weird, because normally they, like, don't want that, but in this situation, they're kind of like, yeah, use this. So I'll show you here in a second. But I told myself I wouldn't skip any cutscenes this time. And if you missed it, we just threw a sundew, a magical liquid, I guess.
A flower? It's huge.
It's more of a sap that causes rapid plant growth.
Rafflesia.
It's actually a reference to the first game as well.
What do you think these are?
Are you gonna touch it? Ew, don't do that.
It's fine, I'm sure.
It was not fine.
These petals are huge. Actually, they're kind of gross.
Look!
That's what we're after. I'm shocked it's not called a divine
That's the
creature.
rainbow butterfly.
That's a bit of a missed opportunity.
It's coming!
Out of the blue? What'd we ever do?
Alright. Oh, wow. That was scary. So this boss fight is more of just a gimmick fight where you have to hit these, dodge those. Oh, I still got hit. And then, as you'll see here in a moment, the boss will do something because we have knocked all of these. What are those, stamens? Pistils? Probably stamens. And the boss is gonna split. Into a bunch of different colored butterfly pieces. Now I'm just going to explain this because I don't feel like doing it right now. You have to defeat them in order of color wheel, color gradient. So Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Now here's what I was talking about earlier. You can lock onto the bugs and like get close to them, but as soon as you hit the button to do a ranged attack, butterflies are sensitive to sound and movement. If you don't sneak up quietly, they'll escape. And the butterfly will attack. Just because I hit that button. Same thing if you switch to max. I'm gonna shoot at it now. And because, that was a bad example. Because I had a rocket launcher, it homed in on the bug, but normally it wouldn't do that. So like, let me swap to this bat. And I'm gonna shoot at this purple one. Because if you actually do this in the wrong order, you can get a picture that normally is missable. So I'm going to do it in the wrong order. But I'm going to shoot at this guy. Bam, he dodges it. And it's like, well, how the heck are you supposed to do this? Like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's bullcrap. And there are ways to do it. There are ways to do it. But watch this. You switch to the fucking robot. You put on these barrel cannons, you lock onto it, and it just fucking kills them. And it's like, that's the most broken thing ever. But there we go. So there's the picture I needed. We have to redo this part. But it's not a problem. It's so crazy though, because it's just, again, it's like you use the armband, you're punished. You use the gun, except for the rocket launcher, you're punished. And then it's just like, you use the giant robot that kills everything in one hit. Yeah, we're fine with that. It's like, it wants you to be quiet. And again, using the giant robot is like, totally okay. I almost wonder if it's just straight up a bug, because it just doesn't seem right. I'm on a motorcycle. I am doing drive-by butterfly shootings. I'm a menace. Oh, another big stretch.
So you're the ones that stopped me. Thank you. Are you the one that they call Holly?
Sorry. I was getting my breakfast out of the freezer.
That's right. Holly is the name I went by as a human living among the little folk.
They're called furbits.
So that means your real form is the rainbow butterfly? Why did you appear to the Furbits in human form? Well, you see, I wanted to thank them. Thank them for what? Originally, I too was a tiny butterfly. Once, when I still wasn't used to flying through the forest, I got caught in a huge spider web. I couldn't
seen 'em.
get out of the web no matter how much I struggled. So I just took a deep breath and resigned myself to my fate.
Yeah, the spiders are getting horrifying. They have human heads.
Just at that moment, some Furbit folks came by and released me from the web. I was free. I flapped my wings with all my might and returned to the sky. They were waving as I flew off. They had saved my life, you see. My 7 saviors. The years passed. I grew and matured as a rainbow butterfly. As a monster too, I found myself with plenty of magic powers. I used my powers of transformation to assume human form and approach them. I had wanted to give them something as a sign of my gratitude. But while I was living among them, I realized that the time I spent with them was more precious than anything. Before I knew it, I found myself wanting to spend the rest of my life as a human.
Then why'd you disappear? The Furbits really miss you.
Oh, that. There was sort of, an accident. A great, dark force from somewhere began to affect me. I was a monster after all. And so this force awakened the powers of my original self buried deep within. I came to realize that I could never suppress the dark stirrings in my heart. There was nothing I could do but quietly leave their company. I've been hiding out in these woods, doing all I can to gain control of myself again.
Well, I believe you because you were 50 feet from the flower that, like, you naturally are drawn to. You were here so fucking fast, you were waiting. So, I believe you.
But the dark force got the best of me, and I was just a mindless monster when I attacked you.
Looking for flower.
So that's what happened, huh?
I can't go back to my old friends anymore. Would you please give them this letter?
Okay, I'll be sure to give it to them.
Perhaps the dark force that controlled me is what you'll be fighting from here on. It's an incredibly fearsome power. You must not lose against it. Please, win back our world.
You know, it's kind of a bummer you don't ever get to add her to the party.
Well, I should
It'd be cool.
on my way.
I'm not sure what she would do, but...
Let's try to get to Jurak.
Okay.
This game's got a good story. It's not the best, but it's good. I will say the next chapter is probably one of the roughest. But by God, if the next chapter isn't my favorite in the whole game. The story, pretty rough. Gameplay, peak. The Elden Ring.
I've remembered. I remember about Griffin.
You do? Tell us about him.
Griffin does not exist in our time. He shows up just a little in the memories of our distant ancestors. Seems he likes flowers.
Huh? Flowers?
That's what I remember anyway. I don't quite know the details. But Griffin was around in ancient times. He is sending some strong otherworldly powers into the present. He's controlling a lot of things.
See, he says otherworldly powers. I'm certain that the yellow Atlamelia is from the moon.
So Griffin is controlling the monsters in this era from ancient times. Which means his world is that of the distant past.
That's right. So, Jurak, how far back in the past is Griffin?
I don't really know.
I'm not really sure. You might want to ask Crest for the details.
Crest?
Crest, the great sage, the greatest and wisest sage of all in my era. With the moon crystal, he can use vast astrological powers. He can see everything that happens in the world.
Well, let's go and see him.
Yes, good idea. But it's not that easy.
Huh?
Crest's origin point has been erased too.
That's not a problem. We have the Carpenterian, right? Let's just revive Crest's origin point as well.
Yes, exactly. Crest's origin point is the holy ground of Balance Valley.
Jurak,
In the future,
his
a great
gimmick is he
temple will be
sneezes
built
on
there.
you, and he
That's where all
he
the sages will
reincarnates. He's in both games. In
So
the
that's
first
where
game, he
Crest
has
will be?
creepy
Let's
snail
keep going.
eyes. He's much more tolerable in this game, but in the first game, he's got like creepy snail eyes. They're like 4 feet away from his body. They like extend out, and he like looks around with them. It's oh. This game's very 2000s though. It's got mechs. It's got talking
everyone.
trees,
How are you?
monster
This is
women
Holly.
with 7 dwarves.
I'm sorry to have left you so suddenly. But I have reasons that prevent me from staying with all of you. You might already have an idea of what those reasons are. But for me, the time we spent together was truly wonderful.
Holly!
Farewell, everyone. Stay happy and healthy. You will always be my one and only family.
Oh, they'll do that forever until I end it.
Holly, how could you? How foolish of you. Human or butterfly, it doesn't matter. Holly's just Holly to us.
You knew?
Of course I knew. I could tell she wasn't human just by her scent. But if Holly chose to approach us as a human, that was perfectly fine too. We don't care so much for outer appearances anyway. By the way, Monica,
What?
we want to go with you two on your journey. What do you think?
Really? You want to? Of course. With your help, we'll be able to put the world back to normal in no time.
And so, our adventures in the forest came to an end. Holly, the mysterious woman who got lost in the forest, wasn't you, Mother. But for some reason, I wasn't surprised. I always always felt you'd be at the end of this journey. Just about then, Borneo and the others finished clearing the rock from the tracks so the train could move on again. We set our sights on Balance Valley.
Now, I still technically have some completion stuff to do in Chapter 2 right now. But it's not, like, game-changing. Like, oh my god, he didn't 100% Chapter 2. I didn't. But, like, it's such easy stuff that I don't really want to do it. And it's stuff that, like, opens up an entire pathway of grinding that, like, once I open that can of worms, I'm gonna want to start doing it. And I'm not doing it. So we're gonna move on.
Alright, let's move them out!
On to Chapter 3, my favorite chapter in the game. And in this chapter, we're gonna focus on getting another name change ticket. And we're gonna get another ultimate weapon. And with that ultimate weapon, I'm gonna basically push through this game. Because again, I've never beaten Chapter 8, the final chapter. And I'd like to do that finally. I'd like to do it before the end of the year. So I'm gonna kind of push through the game. Which is why fishing is actually making me mad, because fishing is not a oh, I shouldn't have. No, that's just a train arriving. That was an actual cutscene, I think. Or was it? Did I just skip a real cutscene? I think I skipped a real cutscene. I think I just fucked up there. I don't know if that was just a quick one or a real one. I'm guessing that wasn't a full cutscene.
So this is Balance Valley.
That's right. There are 4 plateaus in this valley, but the height of those plateaus can change. Pretty strange, huh?
We're in Chapter 3 of 7 of the main story, and then there's an 8th additional one.
Wow.
So we're very early into the game still.
Huh? There are houses over there. Might be people as well. Let's go check it out.
Who are you? What do you want? Get out!
You can talk?
Hold on, Mr. Owl. Just listen to us, please.
What is it?
We're looking for somebody. His name is Crest. Do you know him?
Crest. So you've come to see Crest, have you?
Yes, that's right.
Crest is dead.
Dead? Oh no!
So Griffin's henchmen got him too. Now what are we gonna do? And who's this?
Lynn was Crest's apprentice. She's been bedridden with shock ever since his death. Unfortunately, it looks like her illness has taken a turn for the worse.
That's
It
what being
looks pretty
sick's like.
bad.
We need a house call from Dr. Dell.
Dr. Dell?
He's the head doctor in Palm Brinks, the best doctor around. But he looks like a duck, so don't be too surprised when you see him.
You know a doctor?
Yep, it looks like Lynn can't be moved, so we'll get the doc to come out here. Monica, let's get back to Palm Brinks.
Yeah, I guess we'd better.
Please do hurry back.
Right.
Do a little teleporting. We're gonna run up to Palm Brinks Lake. Because of course the Dr. Duck lives on a little house. Lives in a little house on the lake. Because why wouldn't he? He's a duck. I don't think it makes sense that the doctor lives on the edge of town, but, you know, it is a nice-ass house. He deserves it. Now, there is a piece of broken dialogue here. You might catch it.
It isn't Max. What's up?
Please, Dr. Dell, come with us. A really sick girl needs your help.
Not good. Not good at all. A few more days like this and she's done for.
Did you catch it?
We've been waiting. She's gotten worse since you left. Hurry, do something. Anything.
Not good. Not good at all. A few more days like this and she's done for. Looks like she's been hit by toxic mist, and a pretty strong dose of it, too. Regular medicine won't touch it.
Toxic mist?
You see more of it these days. But we still don't know what causes it. There's absolutely nothing we can do.
There's nothing you can do. Please try something.
I've got it! Lao Chao! He can cure her.
Huh? Lao Chao?
That's right. In my time, there's a legendary chef named Lao Chao. They say if you eat his miracle dish, it'll cure any kind of sickness on the spot.
Well, where do we have to go to see him?
In the future, a place called Starlight Temple will be built in Balance Valley. That's where all the sages gather. There's a place there called Lao Chao's Bistro. Lao Chao is the head chef. If we bring Lao Chao's Bistro back and go see him, we might be able to save Lin.
All right, Monica. Just like we did in Sindane, we have to collect geostones here and use them to change the future, right?
Future!
Exactly. But we've got to bring Lao Chao's Bistro back first.
Then let's do it. Let's save Lin.
There's a passage in this valley that goes to the sea. It's called Starlight Canyon, and I bet we can find the geostones for this valley there. It's a dangerous area, though.
I'm fine with that. Let's go.
I'll be in the train. Just give me a call if you need me.
I'm counting on you. You've got to save Lin.
Can do.
We're going to save her. Don't worry. In order to save Lin, who was on the verge of death, we had to venture into the dangerous Starlight Canyon. Although I was worried about Crest being gone, I concentrated on Lin, who was still with us.
Good stuff, Max. That's reasonable. Good for you. Oh, do you want me to click X? No, you got it. You got it, boy.
Chapter 3.
Boy!
The Sage of the Stars.
Alright, so since we already have the 5-star and, you know, Heavy Hammer, Twin Buster, and all that stuff, I'm going to focus on just blitzing through these levels as fast as possible so that we can get Svita. Uh-huh. And then that's going to help us get our other name change ticket. Oh, I can't skip. That's right. Duh. Just watched all those cutscenes.
This is where Starlight Canyon starts. Let's get what we need to revive the origin points here.
Copy that.
But before we change Balance Valley back, I've got to warn you about a few things. Balance Valley is divided into 4 fields. The height of the 4 fields changes depending on the weight of the buildings we put on each.
Oh, good luck.
If we want to put a big building there in the future,
I don't think I've ever heard anything good about Nintendo support. I mean, I don't really pay attention though, so
the height
I don't know
of
what
all
that
four
means.
fields has to be the same.
Wow, sounds a little harder this time.
Yeah, but we can do it. I just know it.
It's not bad, Max. It's really easy.
Okay.
You just use trees as counterbalance. Whenever you need extra weight somewhere, you just put trees on it, Max. Although there are a bunch of glitches that can occur here, so that's really annoying. Oh, shoot. I'm about to hit the 2-hour mark. All right, well, I'm going to take a break then, because we're literally at the 2-hour mark. So perfect. Let me take a little break. I'm going to grab a breakfast. And then we'll get to grinding. Let me just start the level, though. Oh, it's Ride Pod. Let me not start the level. Is our Ride Pod ready? If I just hop in there, can I just go? It looks like we can just go. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna try to cook with the Ride Pod on that first level so we can get the medals. And then yeah, we can just repeat for Sphida. So we've got no medals, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Wait, no, we're good. There's no way we have to be able to get it. So yeah, 15, 18, 21, that one's not a level. 24, 25, 24, 25, 24, 27, 30. Let's not go past that. 33, 36, 39. Yeah, so we should be good. We might have to go a little further than I want, but... And maybe we just have to double back for a fish level that I don't want to do, but... Alright, perfect. YouTube, as always, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But I'm going to end here and take a quick little break for Twitch so that I can record for another 2 hours and not lose feeling in my legs.